Hi, and welcome to Retirement with Jim. Today, I'm going to talk about retiring early. Um, I myself did not. I retired at full retirement age, but it's a thing that a lot of people look at. A lot of people wondering, can I do it? Do I want to do it? Some just absolutely plan for it. So it's important to know, kind of what you're getting into and the things that you need to be aware of as you retire early. So you need to have an interest, hobbies, things to do. You want to try and start that if you can before you retire. So then as you retire, you've got something that you've already thinking about, and things that you want to um, plan on doing and enjoy, and you're not going to struggle with what to do with your time. So it really is important to know what you want to do, because it's kind of fair to say that if you don't have a plan about what to do with your time, you're probably going to struggle. Your transition is not going to be a smooth one. And you are not as likely to take up a new hobby than you think. Some people will, um, but surprisingly, a lot don't. So it's really important to have that hobby, that interest, that whatever they may be, not necessarily one single thing that you want to do in retirement and devote that time to. Um, One reason a lot of people retire early is their personal health. 46% of people retire because they have health issues and they can no longer physically work. They can't do the daily grind and they need to, step away from it. So they're driven to retire early just simply because their health is not what it should be. Now, 16% of people, right, surprisingly, and this is a terrible thing to happen, but 16% lose their job, right before they retire. And so they've got the money saved and they might be near 62, that age, and just kind of say, I'm not going to go find a new job. I'm too old for that. It's time to, you know, just retire and move on with things. And 14% of people are unhappy with their job, and then it's just time for them to go. They just simply are like, I don't want to work anymore. They don't get any satisfaction out of going to that job every day. So for them, it's just time to give it up and retire. Now, people also decide working part time, in retirement is kind of a new thing that is a lot more prevalent and a lot more people are doing it. Excuse me if I'm looking down. I got my notes here. Um, so they work because part time because they want some more money. They want more money to either one to live on, help pay bills, or just to give them a little bit more freedom of things to do, having that cash. Along with that, they working part time allows them to stay active, um, stay healthy, um, and stay busy and moving. You just don't want to stop and become a couch potato. It's time to, get out there and actively do something. Along with that, other people like to help others. Part-time gig, they like to be able to teach others or be involved with others and have that relationship where they're getting to talk and deal with people on a regular basis. The nice thing about part-time work in retirement, you kind of have an opportunity in many, many cases to set your own schedule. And that's really a great thing. Um, so for me, I grew tired of working. I didn't want to work anymore. So I was happy to retire. I wanted to just, um, after 47 years, I just said, it's time. There was no more fun and enjoyment in it. And it was a lot nicer to just say, I don't need to do this anymore. And so retiring for me made perfect sense. Now, retiring early wasn't necessarily an option for me based on my plan. I planned on, working until I was, full retirement age, FRA. But looking back on it, would I have liked to have retired early? Yes, I would have. And I would encourage any of you that are thinking about it to really look at it, do your research, save your money, prepare yourself, and get out there and retire. Because life is so much better when not having to work. And a huge, huge difference between that life and having to go to work and the obligations that all come with, the work and the responsibilities, for that work life. So, excuse me, retiring early, I felt like it was not the plan that I wanted. But after I retired, um, I realized I really should have. Life is so much nicer retired. So if you're thinking about early retirement, do your research, save. Now, keep in mind, you're retiring earlier. There's a good chance, especially if you're healthier, you're going to have to finance 30 years of retirement. So you really got to do your homework. You really got to look at everything. Make sure you know what you're getting into so that you don't fall short, especially if you don't want to have to go back to work. And it's important to know, that you have set yourself up for a plan that is going to be successful. Me, I went to full retirement age because I wanted to live on Social Security, and I wanted to add, like 6 more years to my 401k to grow and prosper and just protect that money and not start using it until I legally had to. But I can tell you, whatever plan you put together, if it is about retiring early, I'm telling you, get out there and do it. You won't regret it. It's enjoyable. Time is your own. Many more things to be able to do. I would have never thought I'd be doing these YouTube videos. I enjoy them. I love them. So it's a fun thing for me to do. Great activity. So with that, if you like my channel, please hit the like and subscribe button and leave comments. I love to hear from you. So on today's subject, tell me, do you want to retire early? Are you planning to retire early? What are your thoughts? So with that, I'm going to tell you, I will see you in the next one.